In this video, you'll be learning about structure. By the end of this video, I'm gonna help you to come out of your comfort zone and craft your very own example paragraph. First off, let's take a look at the mark scheme. To be able to score the highest marks possible on this question, you need to fall into the level 4 band. You need to demonstrate throughout all of your paragraphs consistently that you can do all of these things in the mark scheme. And the best way to go about it is to structure your work in a certain way where the examiner is forced to give you marks. Here's a past paper question. Hotchip will employ a manager in each of its outlets. These managers could use a broadly autocratic or democratic leadership style. Evaluate these two options and recommend which is the most suitable leadership style for a business such as Hotchip. First off, we need to be able to define autocratic or democratic leadership style before we get into any paragraph. So that's first and foremost. And then we need to go to town on our points, and we also need to do a chain of analysis, and finally we need to evaluate. Now, one of the key things that a lot of students every year miss out on is this second part of the question, and you need to make sure that you're answering the second part of the question, which is recommend which is the most suitable leadership style for a business such as Hotchip. If you don't do this, you're not going to fall into that level 4 band, and you won't keep your work relevant to the question. Here's an example paragraph. An advantage of autocratic leadership style is that it speeds up the productivity of a business because decisions are made very fast. So already we've made our point, we've given an advantage. Then we've referred to the case study. For example, the entrepreneurs also hope to open a Hotchip van. After this, we're referring back to the question and building on our point. This will be a suitable leadership style for Hotchip because when they operate in a dynamic market, decisions must be made fast in order to exploit opportunities. Next, we're going to be having a chain of analysis, and with a chain of analysis, all you need to really do is you need to look at the causes and effects of a particular point. So, for example, this will lead to Hotchip being able to achieve a core business objective, such as increasing profitability, as they are able to stay ahead of the competitors within the dynamic market. As a result of this, Hotchip will gain an increase in market share as they are able to dominate the market through implementing key decisions. This will lead to a more productive workforce as Hotchip employees are able to stay focused on the current task at hand. Finally, we've got through that long chain of analysis. Now, again, we need to refer back to the question. This means that autocratic leadership style is more suitable for Hotchip as they are operating in a dynamic market and must be able to compete with their competition. And finally, we're giving a competing argument and evaluating what we've already said. However, this can lead to low levels of motivation because employees don't feel respected or valued within business because managers do not consult them in important decision making. So as you can see, the structure of how that flows together is basically going to force the examiner to give you the most amount of marks possible, and you need to try and implement this into your own work. Now let's take a look at the mark scheme. Accurate and thorough knowledge and understanding, supported throughout by use of relevant and effective use of the business behavior and context. Yeah, we got that. Uses well-developed and logical coherent chains of reasoning showing a range of causes and effects. Yes, we've got that. Arguments are fully developed. Yeah, we've got our point. We refer to the question. We do a chain of analysis and we refer back to the question and we evaluate. So that's done. Quantitative or qualitative information is used well to support judgments. That's basically just referring back to a case study. A full awareness of the validity and significance of competing arguments. That's evaluation, leading to balanced comparisons, judgments, and an effective conclusion that proposes a solution or even a recommendation. So as you can see, the way we've structured our answer, we're forcing the examiner to give us the most amount of marks as possible. Now, I want you to craft your own paragraph. This is the structure that I have set out. I want you to follow this structure and just keep the points are already there. I want you to follow the structure and come up with your own reasons for an advantage of democratic leadership style. Pause the video and have a go. Finally, I want to talk to you about the full essay structure guideline. So this is what I would suggest. You start off by defining autocratic leadership style. Yeah, key term number 1. Then you define your second key term, which is democratic leadership style. We do this because we want to show the examiner before he even reads any of our paragraphs that we've got key business knowledge and that we understand what the question is asking us and we understand the concepts in the question. Then we go on to paragraph 1, where we talk about our advantage of autocratic leadership style, and we go to town in that point and evaluate, and we do a chain of analysis. We do the same for paragraph 2, autocratic disadvantage. Then we move on to paragraph 3, democratic advantage. Then paragraph 4, democratic disadvantage, and finally we conclude. That's all for today. Done.